Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'll be trading again with pocket option, and of course I'm going to show you another great strategy that you're seeing here right on the screen. Alright, and another thing is that I'll be showing you three positions to actually make use of this strategy, which is going to be the resistance, the support, and in the middle. Right, so it means that when we have our market, like when we have our candle at the top of the of the chart, we actually refer to that as resistance level. So when we have it at the below, at the bottom of the chart, we're going to call that a support level, and of course when we have that in the middle, we call it a middle chart. All right, so definitely I'll be showing you the best moment to actually enter a trade when it's in its resistance level, the support level, and in the middle. All right, and another thing you need to take note, my screen size here that I'm using for the confirmation is 35, 35, 36, 37. Or as you can see, I have it you're going to have it on M37, either 37, 35 or 36. All right, so I'll be using it either on 37, 34. I can actually use it on 34, 35, but make sure that it's within 35, 36, 37. All right, so that's it. That's my screen level for me to confirm my my support and my resistance at the middle chart. All right, so let's make sure that you set it like that before when you're trying to confirm the uptrend, the downtrend, and the middle trend. All right, so that's pretty much it. So over here we have indicator for this strategy. The first indicator we are using is called moving average. Right, and this is the setting. The period right here is 28, and the moving average right here is EMA. That's pretty much all we are using. Over here on the style, I actually changed my color to white, and of course I'm using it on 2 pixel, the thickness of the line. So that's pretty much it. So when you're done, you hit save. So the second indicator is CCI with a period of 17. Right, I'm using 17 on the spot. So over here, I just take all the line here to be on 2 pixel, and I save it. So that's pretty much all you have to set up. The last indicator we're using here is called momentum with a period of 8. I think that's the only thing you have to change. So over here, just let this stay like this. So just to make sure you change it to change the period to be 8. Then when you're done, you hit save. So that's pretty much all we're doing. So right now, let me put up my currency pair real quick. All right. So guys, I have the base currency pair right here. I'm actually doing this with a normal market. Please, we're only doing this on normal market, not OTC. All right, so right now, like I've actually mentioned earlier, I said I'll be showing you a base moment when we have our market on the resistance level, which is the upper level here. When we have our market, when we have our candlestick on the middle of the chart, all right, level, and when we have it on a support level. So these are the 3 levels I'm going to show you the best moment to actually enter a trade when you have your market in any position that I actually mentioned. Don't forget, we're doing this on a screen size of M35. All right, you can actually zoom it, but always make sure that when you want to confirm your level, make sure that you have it within 36, 35, or 37, like I said earlier on. All right, so as you can see, I have mine on 35 right now. So we're doing this on 1 minute trade time, and of course I'm using this on Heineken Ashi candle, and of course with 30 seconds candle time frame. So that's pretty much where I'm using it. So that's it. So right now I'll be analyzing the market. So when I see any of the level position and with a great moment, I'll come down and take a trade, and of course I'm going to explain the full details of what you have to say before you enter a trade. All right, I'll be analyzing now, guys. Okay guys, a good moment for the middle level right here. I'm going to enter a down trade real quick on this part. So guys, over here, the number one thing we're looking at when we are entering a trade on the middle level. All right, so always make sure that you have a good moment with your trend. What I mean by a good moment with your trend is that always make sure that your moving average is actually above the candle, heading down with the market. As you can see, the moving down is actually trying to drop in the market. Not only that, make sure that you have your CCI actually trending too. Make sure that your CCI is actually heading down. It never really matters the level you have your CCI middle line on this part. All right, so always make sure that the only thing you need to be very good at is to make sure that you're having your CCI following a downtrend. If you already have your CCI at the bottom at the oversold position line on the CCI, it doesn't really matter, but always make sure the only thing you have to put your attention on is to make sure that your CCI is actually following the trend, is actually going down in the trend. It doesn't have to go back or actually have any drop. Just make sure, be very certain that you're having your CCI following the trend, as you can see with the money on that. So that's another thing you need to confirm with your CCI. So another thing is to make sure that you have your momentum bars, candle bars to change to red. It must be on the red part. and then you're good to go for it. That is if you're taking a trade for a middle, what's it called, level. Like when you're in the middle level, you can see I actually entered the trade right here. So it actually means I'm on the middle level. Like I said, always make sure that you have your screen on M, what's it called, 35. So before you can confirm your middle level. So another thing, before you can confirm the moving level, all right. So the number one thing you need to take care of is to make sure that you have your moving average above the candle coming down in the trend. Confirm that with your CCI, that your CCI is actually following the trend. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you have your what they call the CCI middle line here in the middle or down or up. Always make sure that the CCI is just following the trend, that is actually dropping, and confirm this with your momentum. With that, you're definitely going to be in a good position, because when it happens here, when the market's in the middle line is actually dropping, the confirmation with your moving average at the same time with your CCI following the trend is actually means that the market is coming down. Like it means that the trend is very heavy, that the seller have taken over the market, and there's a very high probability that we are still having a pull down. But we are only doing this, having this confirmation in the middle line, in the middle chart of the market. All right, this is all you have to see when you want to take a trade in the middle. All right, so don't forget we're doing this on M35 screen size. So right now we're analyzing again. So when I find another great moment for any of the level, I'm definitely going to come down and take a trade, and of course I'm going to explain again. Okay guys, a good moment to have a down trade. We're still in the middle trend here. All right, so a good moment. So we're still in the middle, what's it called, middle level here. So the number one thing, like I mentioned earlier on, always make sure that you're having a good moment with your CCI. As you can see, our CCI was really strong following the downtrend. If you confirm this with our momentum, you can see that the momentum candle that actually indicates here where I actually entered the trade was very strong compared to the rest candle. Another thing you need to put in mind is that always make sure that your momentum just starting out. For example, if you are taking a down trade, we're definitely going to see that our momentum will change to red, but always make sure that they just start out. Is it that one or two? Not that they've been there for a long time, just like what's it called, they've been there for a long time. Just make sure that your momentum is just starting out. But the most important thing is the strength of your CCI and your moving average. Your moving average must be above the candle following the downtrend. The same thing must happen with your CCI. You must see your CCI must actually really dropping. There's nothing like it curves or anything or trying to pull back in the market. So you can spend the money on that. So your moving average must be. Another idea that I forgot to mention on my first trade is the fact that always make sure that the candle you're taking a trade on actually break some resistances. I'm going to explain that. As you can see from this position, we can actually take it from this position. When the trend start coming down, this is the candle it actually formed. All right, so it formed another one here, but this candle actually enter a trade on actually break. Like what I mean that it break is that this candle is actually small. This is where it actually end. This one actually end here, which is still very much the same level with the other candle that has been on right from this position. Even this candle here was actually it's still kind of the same level with them, but this one actually break it. This one actually gets stronger. It's actually a stronger candle compared to the rest candle here. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the strongest candle compared to them. So when that happens, it means that it have actually break. It means that the buyer have actually really taken the market and they are ready to push it down. So when that happens, always make sure that you confirm with the rest of the indicator before you enter a trade. It's very important. All right, so right now we're analyzing again. I've never really found a moment for uptrend, but when I do, I'm definitely going to come down and take a trade. And of course, I'm going to show you what you have to see in there, either the resistance or the support level before you enter a trade. Right now I'm analyzing again, so when I get that moment, I'll come down and take a trade. Okay guys, a good moment here for uptrend. I'm going to enter to a trade. We still having this on the middle level. All right, we're still having it on the middle level, but if you actually observe this, the other time we are taking a trade when we have our moving average above the candle, but this time around, in as much we are taking the trade to go up, we must have our moving average below the candle. As you can see, with this moving average is actually below this candle following the trend. Another thing I've confirmed this, I actually mentioned this on the last trade I take, that always make sure that the candle you're entering a trade on is very strong, that breaks some level, right? So it means that right from this position, the candle has been not really good, but when this candle actually break this level, it actually went up, right? So this is the last candle I did that. All right, so the last candle right from this position to this position, sorry, this particular candle here is the only one that actually break that level. Not only that, make sure you always confirm this with your CCI. It's very important. Make sure that your CCI is very strong in the trend. As you can see, this is very strong uptrend with our CCI. The same thing is happening with our momentum. a good one there with the money. So in the momentum right here, the thing I actually find out with our uptrend in the momentum is that the momentum is getting serious from this point, because it actually went good here. That actually breaks some resistance as well. If you actually check this particular momentum here, you can see if you trace it down here, this is the when last the candle actually break this particular position here. So I see that I have a very strong what's it called, our strong momentum candle bar actually is beginning here, and I confirm this with my what's it called, the risk indicator. So that's the reason why I actually enter the trade. Okay, I hope you understand, guys. So right now I'm still analyzing. I've never really found a moment for downtrend or uptrend, but if I do not really find a moment, I'm actually make another video on that separately. But I'm still finding the moments. So when I get the moments, I'll come down and take a trade. Okay guys, so another good moment for our middle trend. I'm going to enter trade on that. So guys, I've never really found another moment for the resistance and the support. I'm always finding the moments for a middle trend. But again, over here we have another good moment. The reason why is the fact that if you actually check our CSI was really strong on the downtrend. The same thing with our momentum. As you can see, the last what's it called, indication here was not really a good decision. All right, there's nothing here, but when you get to this point, actually break the level very strong, and know that okay, this is a very good moment. And don't forget that we always need to have a moving average above the candle following the trend, and always make sure that the what's it called, the candle you're taking a trade on breaks some level as well. Right, so over here I have a very strong candle where I actually place, this is where I actually place my trade exactly. And when you actually trade it to this position, this is when next we have that level. Right, when the market start dropping here, this is only the candle that actually break that level before. So that is what make me actually have the confirmation to actually enter the trade. Okay guys, this is where I'm going to stop on today's video. I think I'll definitely going to make another video for the what's it called, for the resistance and the support level next time. All right, but this is, I've actually reached my daily limit of trading, so this is where I'm going to stop on today's video. So I've never really found a good moment for the downtrend, for what's it called, for the support or the resistance level. I only find a moment for the middle level. But please guys, I hope you understand what I actually did here is very important. Always make sure that you're doing this with a screen size of either 36, 35 or 34. As you can see, I only do this with 34 and 35. Always make sure you have your screen set up like that and you're using a full screen. All right, so that's just it. So guys, I hope you like Telegram what's it called page. The link will be in the description. Make sure you join that to be part of the family. I love you guys, and I'll see you in another video.